everyone, Debra, Diesel Bookstore here, and I'm coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about Toni Morrison. I'm sure you're all familiar with Toni Morrison and her brilliant novels, Nobel Prize winner, Sula, my personal favorite, Beloved, The Bluest Eye, all of those. But today what I want to talk to you about is Toni Morrison's nonfiction, which is every bit as worth reading and especially relevant right now. But instead of my going on about what Toni Morrison's nonfiction means to me, I thought I would just read you a very brief passage, which is one of the most brilliant that I've read of hers, instead, and so she can speak very well for herself. And I'm going to read you just a very short passage here from The Origin of Others. This is a collection of her lectures, and it has a foreword by Ta-Nehisi Coates over here. Similar passages can be found in this one, The Source of Self-Regard, which is selected essays, speeches, and meditations. But I'm just going to read you a little passage here because this says it all. Language and image feed and form experience. Embedded images and stylish language have the power to seduce, reveal, control, and the capacity to help us pursue the human project, which is to remain human and to block the dehumanization and estrangement of others. But something unforeseen has entered into this admittedly oversimplified menu of our resources. Far from our original expectations of increased intimacy and broader knowledge, routine media presentations deploy images and language that narrow our view of what humans look like, or ought to look like, and what in fact we are like. Succumbing to the perversions of media can blur vision. Resisting them can do the same. Art and the imagination, as well as the market, can be complicit in the sequestering of form from formula, of nature from artifice, of humanity from commodity. Art gesturing towards representation has, in some exalted quarters, become literally beneath contempt. The concept of what it is to be human has altered, and the word truth so needs quotation marks around it that its absence, its elusiveness, is stronger than its presence. Why should we want to know a stranger when it is easier to estrange another? Why should we want to close the distance when we can close the gate? Appeals in art and religion for comity in the Commonwealth are faint. It took some time for me to understand this, to understand that I was longing for and missing some aspect of myself, and that there are no strangers. There are only versions of ourselves, many of which we have not embraced, most of which we wish to protect ourselves from. For the stranger is not foreign, she is random, not alien, but remembered, and it is the randomness of the encounter with our already known, although unacknowledged selves, that summons a ripple of alarm, that makes us reject the figure and the emotions it provokes, especially when these emotions are profound. It is also what makes us want to own, govern, and administrate the other, to romance her, if we can, back into our own mirrors. In either instance of alarm or false reverence, we deny her personhood, the specific individuality we insist upon for ourselves. Toni Morrison.